Welcome back to Pregame.com's coverage of the Belmont Stakes. Well, this is the video where we try to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together and tell you what to actually expect on Saturday. I'm going to look for, obviously, Shackelford to be on the lead. Now, being that this race is 1.5 miles and there are really no other true speed horses in the race, I think Shackelford's going to be able to set a modest pace in this race. That's going to be to his benefit and be able to carry him a lot farther than he probably should go in this race. He is a horse, as we talked about in his individual video, that is very rateable. Once the jockey gets to the lead, he's able to back the horse off and he will respond and relax. A horse that's able to relax on the lead will spend less energy and have more left for the stretch drive. That stretch drive is going to be a long one. The Belmont, that final quarter mile is treacherous when you're trying to go that 1.5 mile distance. But I think that Shackelford will be out there with a decent, comfortable lead, modest pace, and you're going to have the horses coming at him. The first horse that's going to make a move at him, I believe, is going to be Santiva. Santiva is a horse that's going to be sitting probably in this race no worse than fourth throughout the race. Could be sitting second or third, but he'll be off the pace a bit. He'll make his move at him and try to get to Shackelford. I think Shackelford probably will have enough to fight him off, but that might end up causing doom for both of those two horses if they battle it early. A horse that's going to be in a position to make a close, two of them are going to be Master of Hounds and Nero. Both of these horses raced in the Derby. Both of these horses skipped the Preakness and pointed solely to the Belmont Stakes. Their style of racing is going to put them right in the mix. Nero has tactical speed. I think he will be one of those horses that will be sitting in that second tier of horses just off the leaders. He'll be able to make his move, and we saw what he did in the Kentucky Derby, raced a game second. I expect a big race out of Nero, and he is the most logical horse to be able to pull the upset. Master of Hounds, as we talked about in his video, this is a horse that came from overseas and has a license to improve. Only 2 starts this year. 3 starts, you've got to expect this horse to race better. He's going to have a great post position. He is a major factor. He will be there turning for home. And then, of course, the horse that everybody will be looking for when the big horse makes his move, and that'll be Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, I think, is the most impressive horse in all 3 races of the Triple Crown. He won the Kentucky Derby convincingly. He ran against a slow race where speed was favoring that day at Pimlico and just came up short, missed by 1.5 lengths, or we could be watching history on Saturday in the Belmont with a possible Triple Crown. I think he most likely will win the Belmont, and he will collar these horses in the stretch. Looks like Animal Kingdom is the horse to beat. As I said, the top contenders after that, Nero, Shackelford, Master of Hounds, and Santiva. Those are my top 5 horses. That's what I'm going to be looking at on Saturday. I will be putting together, and I'll have it available at my homepage at pregame.com, or you can go directly to marcodangelo.com on Saturday. You can check out my actual betting strategies. I'll put together exactly what for you to do at the betting window. I did it in the Kentucky Derby, and we turned a $104 investment into over $2,300. We're going to look to make a score on Saturday as well, and you can check that out Saturday morning. Again, best of luck with you on the horses. We enjoyed covering the Triple Crown races for you this year. We'll continue to do that, cover the big races for you here at pregame.com. One to pass along to you, Dave Tooley, who did the videos with us on the first 2 legs, wasn't able to join us today, but he did pass along his selection for the Belmont. He does like Mucho Macho Man is his selection to win the Belmont. So Dave Tooley's pick is Mucho Macho Man, and we want to thank Dave for helping us out with the Triple Crown races this year. Did a fine job on the first two legs with the videos, and he wanted to be here today, but just some things came up at the last minute today. So I'm flying solo. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the Belmont on Saturday. Best of luck with your wagers. We'll be back with other videos next week. We'll be looking at some baseball and basketball if it's still going on. Enjoy the Belmont.